everyone, this is just my Craft, and we're back to a new Craft on the Run video, and today we're back on my walkthrough and Craft on the Run. So if you didn't see the last part, go and check it out. Because we defeated Frosty, Mr. Crumb, and it comes down to death. The final boss for right now. Basically, we'll be able to get the 200 out of 200 gems for now, and until whenever the king introduces new bosses, like main bosses and seasonal bosses, because we have made it. And as to celebrate, we're going to be using, of course, Laura Coco, which again, I just love this skin. Probably not for the whole thing, obviously, but at least for this boss, which is 3 androids and 1 Gonabit Coco elephant. Frosty Fake Coco is the last boss for now. The last final main boss for now. Can't believe we've made it to another final main boss. Final main boss game. It's hard to believe that we've made it already again. Alright, you Frosty android. And we have to wait who knows how long until we get new bosses. Like, that means any bosses, really. Seasonal bosses, main boss gangs, more islands. Who knows for sure. So I guess the walkthrough will be on hold until eventually when new bosses come, pretty much. This is gonna be kind of crazy to think about. Take that, you android. Oh, and to also celebrate, this is the 100th part as well of my walkthrough. Yeah, basically, the 100th part, this marks the 100th part in my Craft on the Run walkthrough. A big number succeeded on this walkthrough. Remember when we hit part 100 in my Craft Force About Time walkthrough? Remember that? Just remember that? It's crazy, ain't it? It's just crazy to think about how we've managed to get to 100 parts. Parts received. It's crazy to think about. Who would have believed it, too? Who would have possibly believed that we would have made it to 100 parts on my Craft on the Run walkthrough? Just who would have thought back in the day? Hello, Oxide Android. Again, my Craft Force About Time walkthrough basically had 135 parts. Yeah, it had 135 parts on my first walkthrough. So who knows how many parts it's going to have on here. Take that, Android. Alright, 2 henchmen to go before Frosty Fake Coco. Alrighty. So I think we're probably gonna just stick with a Laura Coco for now, because again, I haven't really properly got to show her so much lately. I'm not gonna feel bad, because again, I just love the idea of a Laura Coco Laura as a Coco skin. I mean, it kind of makes sense too. I guess you could say Coco is Cross's Laura. I guess you could say too, right? I mean, it kind of makes sense too, how Laura is basically Spyro's Coco, and Coco is Laura's Cross, right? I guess that kind of makes sense because they're both, basically help out with the situation. If you think about it, so. And of course, we've seen Coco and the Professor team up before. But of course, that was in Cross Purple, which a lot of people don't talk about. Which is just crazy how much hate that game gets. I know it's not an actual real crossover that we needed, but Inferno Android, let's do this. Pretty sure this is the last Android minion of this game. And then there's the, I think it said Oxide? Pink Elephant, or Gonna Be Coco Elephant. I'm pretty sure either that or is the regular one. One of those two. But this Android is out of here. Who knows when we'll see the Android again in any gangs. Until whenever we get a new gang, I guess. So, it actually turns out I was completely wrong. And it was actually a frosty Gonna Be Coco Elephant. So I was way wrong. I was way wrong with that. But either way, it's the last minion for not just Fake Coco's, Frosty Fake Coco's gang, but basically the last henchman of any gang until we get a new gang of any type, basically. Which, again, who knows when that would be. I don't know what I just did there, but I regret doing it. Hard to believe that we're in November already. Right, it's just still hard to believe. A month's till my birthday now. How? How is that? In the month of Thanksgiving. That is crazy. That means 2021 is, the last months of 2021 is this next month. Crazy. I love how this one sounds like a superhero vibe music. Okay, Coco, since we're playing as Coco, this is gonna hurt a little bit. This is gonna hurt a little bit because you're gonna have this pink elephant getting sent back into your head into your little Gonna Be Coco world that these pink elephants come from. We need the teddy bears, the teddy bear enemies. If we get the pink elephant enemies from Gonna Be Coco, we need the teddy bear enemies, which I'm sure we will get those too. Alright, comes down to this. It is now Coco versus Frosty Fake Coco, and the last boss for now. The final boss for now. And the final boss, I guess, for the rest of 2021. I'm assuming. Of course, there may be. Hopefully, there would be more bosses before this year is over. A couple more boss fights. Or, not, of course, not seasonal bosses until next year sometime, but main boss gangs, the main gang, the main boss gangs and more islands and gems. Again, not too sure exactly when that would be, but we just have to wait until King delivers and introduce more boss fights. Which again, we just don't know if it's going to be anytime the rest of this year or going to be next year. It's going to just be pushed to next year like the seasonal events. Again, we don't know for sure. But there she is. There she is. Frosty Fake Coco playing the drums. I love this music. I love this music. Out. I love the music in that. Oh, she's good. I love the music that King just comes up with for this. For these bosses. He's almost dead. Oh, come on, stop with the spinning, please. Thank you. And she's dead. So that will conclude this part. Hopefully y'all enjoyed. If you like and subscribe to the channel, and make sure all notifications turned on, so you won't miss anything new on our channel. And that's the final boss defeated for now, until we get more new bosses. So hopefully y'all enjoyed. We'll see y'all next video. Bye. Until when we see new bosses introduced.